Shalom, shalom, everyone. Quick video. Our last Shabbat is taking time to download it because we have a bunch of stuff going on with my wife's father. Um, he's doing better now. They put him back in the ICU, so they're watching over him. My wife went down there, took her down to her sister. Her sister took her out there to the hospital, and she's just making sure that he's okay. And we all prayed for him, and he looks like he's doing a little bit better. So just keep him in prayer. You know, it's their father, man. He's a good man. Has done his best with what he knows, and he's helped a lot of us out. Sorry, we were walking around outside and I got rocks in my feet. Well, anyway, last week's Shabbat is being downloaded right now. I had to do some editing and splicing and putting things together because the way the video is recorded, it records in segments. I don't know why it does that. I gotta look at the settings, but it takes time to adjust it. And then there's like a lot of empty space of people moving around and setting up and stuff. So I get rid of all that stuff just so it's not like 3 hours long. I'm gonna want you to watch something that long, and I want to pretty much get to the point. Well, anyway, so you'll see all the worship and praise that we had there. We had a good time, and we had, of course, we studied Lek Leka. So it's downloading right now, just to get downloaded faster, because it's just a couple of minutes. The other one's I think almost 2 hours, like an hour and a half, something like that. Well, anyway, so just walking around looking for my poopy, my little doggy. He's right here somewhere. Let's see if I see him. He's somewhere. Well, anyway, so just we're gonna have Shabbat this week at my home. So all of you who know where I live and are connected with us, you're more than welcome to come. We'll have worship and praise, and we'll have some good food later on after the message, and just have a good time. The weather's getting nice out here, so we're gonna probably bust out the fire pit on the back, and might even get it going tonight, and we'll see what happens. But just keep my wife and her family in prayer. Keep her father in prayer. A lot of things going on. I got some phone calls from some people going through some things, so just trying to help out where I can. So there's a great need out there. People need help, and it's not for us to take their sorrows, their pain, whatever they're going through, and take it and spread it around and tell everybody what's going on. Really, just gotta watch that privacy, man. If someone comes to you, opens their heart, keep it close to you, and just keep it in prayer and help them the best way you can. That's the way I believe, anyway. It's not for gossip. It's not for someone else's ears to be tickled and all that stuff. So if you have someone that's your friend, or someone that you love, someone's close to you that trusts you, and they bring something to you, do your best to guard that and keep it close, and help them the best they can. They don't need any more pain. They don't need any more chaos added to the situation that's there. We just I don't know, how can I explain it? I believe we're walking in a time of miracles. We had a lot of financial needs that came up, and we're helping who we can, and we had a bunch of stuff we had to pay for, and I was actually not able to pay certain bills, and I was like, Father, what's going on? I'm trying to help, I'm trying to do what I can, and now we're to a point where I can't pay my bills because we're doing what we can, but not to complain. We're still got food, and we still have our home and stuff. But I was just asking the Father. I said, Father, it's such a small thing to ask after all you've done for us already. I said, can you, so I just started, just walking around my house and just praying. I said, Father, just, I don't know how it's going to come. It's just, can you make up the difference? Can you bring a way to, for us to pay these bills so we don't get charged late fees and make it worse later on? So we were looking for a receipt for something that's coming in, and we couldn't find it. My wife said, go through all your paperwork. And so I started going through all my paperwork in my on my desk, and I was just going through a bunch of like junk mail and stuff that comes in, and I opened up one envelope, and there was a check in there, and from some lawsuit that was, I don't know, was posted against somebody or something. But anyway, I was on it, so they sent me a check, and I'm like, what, is this real? So I'm like reading through it and reading the disclosures of it and all stuff from the lawyers and all that, And I had a check in there, and I'm like, oh, wow. And I showed my wife, and she was all excited, and like, what the heck? This has been sitting there since September. And it's been sitting there all that time. And we needed a receipt for something. And I gotta talk about the variables that the Father uses, how he structures people, and all the little nuances that have to be moved, and way in the future. I mean, way in the past to come to the future for a time that we need it. You don't think the Father doesn't know? He's not watching. I'm still kind of like, wow, that's, and it wasn't like thousands of dollars, but it was just what we needed. It was just what we needed. I mean, it was just, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm just overjoyed, and I just have a peace and a comfort that I know that my Father is always watching over us, even in the littlest things, and maybe so if he's there in the littlest things, he's going to be there in the big things. Look for him. He's there. And believe me, he's moving the variables in your favor. You're his child. Whatever you need, the answer's looking around. Don't complain. Don't get beside yourself. Start thanking him. Start trusting him, and then start looking for the answer. He put it somewhere like right in sight, right in front of you. Maybe he sent the answer already, like he did in our case. It was there all the time. Like that old song. He was there all the time, waiting patiently in line. I don't think the Father should be waiting in line. Oh, there's my puppy, Caleb. Look at him. Look at that little poopy. Look at him. Anyway, it's been a blessing for our family. Our Father gave us him, and been a prayer answer for my wife. So, anyway, I just wanted to just relate that message. Trust the Father, no matter what. He's doing a great work right now. And I think we're getting ready to start walking back in those times of miracles. We read in the Bible, and there's a song that's out there, will you do it again? All the miracles, all those things. I really believe that we're getting ready, and the little things are starting to unfold. The little miracles are starting to pile up. Things that are just like, what in the world is going on? And if you know mine and my wife's story in our life, you'll know that there's some things that have happened in our life that, wow, who does that? How do you, what happens? And it's not us. It's the Father causing all these things to happen. So, I'm just like, oh man, Father, you're building our faith stronger and stronger by the minute, by the day, by the hour, by the second, by the month, by the year. And, I just say, Father, one day we're going to stand, and we're going to need all the faith we can get. It might go through something. Something might come. We're going to need that faith, and he's going to give us enough faith to carry us through whatever comes our way. And it's not us, and, it's just the Father, his working hand, his great mercy, his great compassion, his great love. We talked about Lekleka, and he guides us to who we're supposed to be in him. By that great faith he builds in our lives, by just operating our life, helping our loved ones, helping us in big situations and the smallest little situations. And I've been hearing more and more things coming in, and people calling me and telling me of the things that the Father's doing. And I'm just like, what's going on? The Father, you're doing something great. So I don't know. I'm just thanking the Father for all that he's doing. And I just can't wait till tomorrow. Shabbat starting at sundown. Woo, sun's going down. Anyway, so Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. So we should have our last Shabbat up soon. Like I said, it's starting to get dark over here on this side. But hopefully this one we'll have up sooner. Just didn't have the time. Like I said, a lot of things were happening. We had to travel a lot. A lot of stuff was going on at work, and I don't know. I just asked the Father for his favor again, and he always comes through. So, all right, Shabbat Shalom. I'll see you all soon. And for you who are coming tomorrow, I can't wait to see you. And see, we can panim to panim, face to face. We will see each other, and we will worship our King together, and we will get to see the children of the King face to face. That's what I love. Okay, all right. Talk to you all soon. Shalom, shalom.